Okay, so I want to mix this streaming to talking about one thing because I was super mad about a lot of people. They told me that we want to talk about one thing, a very important question of Windows. Why did Windows Phone fail? Now, if you look through the internet, it would first tell you that it was lacking of apps because you have no app store to compete with Google or Apple. I bought 2 Windows Phone before. I was in Lumia. I bought Lumia. You know why I bought Lumia? It's not because I don't care. I give a fuck about the App Store. I was thought, oh, it's Windows. It could run Win32. I was wrong about it. Right? I was wrong about it because I cannot run Win32. Now that's the biggest problem we want to talk about today. The question is that why did Windows Phone fail? Windows Phone failed 10 years ago. No, I want to ask a similar question. Why did Surface RT fail? Well, if you ask those, but Surface Pro succeeded. Well, you might say, oh, it's because Surface RT was using ARM. No, that was not the reason. The major reason was that Surface RT was a walled garden system. You cannot run executables. You can only run apps that downloaded from Microsoft Store, and that was a lockdown operating system. That was why. Not because of people saying, oh, it's because of ARM. No, ARM is not a problem. Okay? Surface Pro was succeeded because Surface RT failed because it is a walled garden from App Store. Do a lot of things. Just everyone hates, right? Everyone hates the fucking asshole. What about Surface RT? Surface RT doesn't. If you think of it, Surface RT doesn't have a good app store either. But sure, you can run Win32 apps. You can run with big things. It is not a walled garden, right? A walled garden, right? But also, right? But if you think of it, even so, you run Win32. Most of the apps with Win32 and run Windows, they are not designed for touch screen, right? If your logic is that you can only use apps from App Store, that's why nobody would use apps. Why Surface Pro would succeed? It won't succeed, right? None of these apps, Win32 apps, was designed for touch screen. But people would buy it because it could run Win32. That's the part I want to talk about. Did Microsoft ever make a phone that is not a walled garden? No. If they make a Windows phone with just a normal Windows, you can run desktop. I mean, there's still many fan projects doing that. It could succeed. Now, the question people say, what if I just want to use, maps, like, people were talking about using this YouTube app. They said it's because it was Google who killed. They said Google killed people. It's just a bullshit argument. Ecosystem is just an excuse for the failure. Microsoft did a lot of failure, like 30% tax on you, right? Even they don't have market share like Apple did. They still put a 30% tax on the apps you're running, and you need to give them a lot of money just to make an app. So what's the point? Right. But the question is, of course, What about YouTube? Now, YouTube is a big example I want to show here. So here I have a YouTube app. I have TikTok. So this YouTube app, here we have a YouTube app, okay? This is a YouTube app. See, this is a better YouTube app because of extension support, right? We have uBlock region. We have all these extensions. This is bullshit. See, I have a YouTube app. It's not made by Google. It's just an app running in the fucking web browser. It's running in the Microsoft Edge browser. Okay, it's just an app running in the browser. So see, we don't have problem. Let's just try to see how many apps we have. Okay. Why did it do this? No. We have, for example, we have TikTok. We have this TikTok app. This is not an app, okay? This is, see, it works just fine. It works perfectly fine. It looks like an phone UI, right? This could absolutely work on the phone because of PWA. Now, let me just try another app. Now you might say Discord. Discord, you might say, just I installed Discord. No, this Discord is also a PWA app. Okay. If you don't believe that, you can try that. You can open it in Microsoft Edge, right? So see, PWA app actually solves the problem of Discord. This is exactly the same as Discord we run on a phone, right? On a desktop. But we don't even need to install it. It's a better app than the App Store did. We also have Reddit. We have Reddit app. See, it is exactly an app, right? So I don't get it. That's exactly why I don't get it. Let's just put the trading view. You might think this is a trading view, but this is also an app. Now, with a very good quality. Let's just try Microsoft. Okay, let's try Microsoft stock. See, this app is an app. It's a progressive web app. Don't believe that? Try here. Okay, you can see extensions here. So it's just an app running in the Microsoft Edge. Okay, now it works exactly like it does on phone. It does exactly like an app, right? See, that's not a problem because most of the apps we have today, so-called apps, are just websites. With progressive web app, you don't have any of this issue of how the common apps I have them. We have ChatGPT. Now even this Copilot, you might think just Microsoft provided. No, this one is a PWA I created. Okay, I just created as a PWA. Okay, this is just an app running in the web browser. Okay, so it's not a problem. Right? See, most of that are not the problem. Edge, this, right? Whatever. To try these apps, I have another app. The only problem I find it has a problem is the WhatsApp web. But looks like I don't know. Maybe this one is just something that needs to be tweaked. I think Microsoft could deal with it. It actually doesn't need to do anything. Just put their apps on the web. But most apps we use today just can be put in the PWA. The Walmart app, okay, or Walmart app, the Copilot overleaf state counter. See, I even put state counter in the app. Now, exactly what I want to talk about, why I'm talking about another point. I want to show this in the state counter app here. So we see the browser market. Microsoft Edge looks like a 5% market share, but if you look at the desktop, it actually reached all-time high, right? But on mobile, it's only 0.3%. 0.3%. See, this is exactly why I do think they need to create an Windows operating on the phone to boost their market share on the phone with mobile web browser, because the Edge's market share is so small. It's just ridiculously small. You cannot put your app on Google. You'll never succeed. Okay, you have to make an operating system, even just 1% of market share. That'd be very good, because 1% market share will increase to 4 times more market share for Edge, because we know Edge is struggling on the mobile. That's exactly what Microsoft should make these problems. Now, most of the apps I've shown here, you see, there's a lot of apps here. Those are progressive web apps. The YouTube, let me try whether we can have mobile view. Like, let's see what's gonna look like in mobile. Here we have a mobile Discord, YouTube app. Okay, this works exactly like you do on the phone. See, I don't understand how it's even a problem, because we have web browser. Before we don't have a web browser, it's used in Explorer. But nowadays Microsoft shift to Chromium. If it's shift to Chromium, why is the problem anymore? Right? We see this is just an app. This Twitch app. See this Twitch app. Okay, this is a Twitch app. Can you believe this is a Twitch app and with no ads? You won't even see ads here. But if you're on a phone, you'll see a lot of apps, right? Here with extension, we can block all the apps here. This is an YouTube app on the web browser. See, with progressive web app, all these channels work. Let's just try it. I think the network speed is too small, but that's no problem. As long as it just doesn't have issues, it shouldn't have a problem. I don't know what the fuck with the website, but generally is that the case. See, we have progressive web apps. Most apps just work as a web app, right? It looks like this one is some bugs in the Twitch, but it's a problem with the website. See, most of our apps are running in the web browser. Even if it doesn't work like this case, I can just switch out by switch to this case. It still works out, right? So tell me then why is a problem? Why you have progressive web apps? So the app support isn't a problem simply because Windows Phone was a walled garden. It was a walled garden, right? Now, so what Microsoft should also do is provide a PS mode, right? Like I said before, SP mode, S mode for tablet but lockdown, but tablet walled garden, and P mode for power user desktop, right? That's what they should do. Put a SP mode and login screen to differentiate them. That's how I think Windows should do. Not putting Android. Never Android. Okay? Android. Why would no Android? Okay. These people are saying Microsoft should make an Android phone. They are wrong. What's the point? And also, by using Android phone, you're creating the even worse problem. You're using Google Play. You're still paying money for Google. The problem here, we want to boost the market share of Microsoft Edge. The point is to boost the market share of Microsoft Edge, because Edge equals more revenue from the web browser and your search engine. So they cannot put Android. Don't listen to the people. Also, if you think ecosystem is a problem, then why Surface still fail? Ecosystem? You still say Android, right? You still need Android. What's the point? You don't need that, okay? What Microsoft need to do is pushing these progressive web apps within S mode. That's going to very easily succeed. It's not a problem. Finally, Microsoft doesn't need to compete with Android, Google. They need 1% of market share, because if they don't provide the 1% market share, their market on the phone market will shrink. The desktop dominance will evade eventually, because Google, the work order of Google and Apple are getting larger and larger every day. We're seeing that. Just see the state counter. We just see the state counter app. This state counter app here, okay? PWA, another progressive web app. We see here, Edge on big things doesn't have a presence on the mobile market. It ends up with very small market share. That's a big problem, Microsoft. Not Microsoft. I mean, these people who have no idea what they're talking about. Microsoft absolutely need to make a Windows on phone. with PWA. Okay, with PWA. Let me try. We can use a mobile switch. You can see what's going on with stick corner. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have a web. Looks like. So it doesn't really matter. See, we can even use extensions on it, on these progressive web apps. Now what's the problem here? We have extensions, bro. We have extensions, and we can filter out ads. Like I said, this YouTube app has no ads at all, right? This YouTube ad has no ads. It's a no ads version of YouTube, right? It's just a ad-free YouTube. This is the better YouTube than YouTube does, than Google does, right? So these people think YouTube, they probably never know PWA because Google is the one who pushes PWA very hard, right? To break down the ecosystem of Apple. So Microsoft absolutely can use that technology to break things because you have progressive web apps, right? It has the same experience as it does. It's even better experience, right? So that's my point of the video with streaming. Thank you. So don't listen to the people. It doesn't have an ecosystem problem. Microsoft desperately need to